Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Jimmy's JamBox. We're here. We're back at it again, and we're going to get on into it. But before we do, as always, please make sure to like, subscribe, push all the buttons, do all the things. You know, I don't know where they are, but you do, and I trust you. With that being said, here's a quick word from our sponsor. Lover's Latte. A delicate pink latte combining smooth coconut milk with rose petals, powerful herbal aphrodisiacs, and a touch of cocoa and spice. The Brothers Apothecary. Fine teas and remedies. All right, thank y'all so much for watching. Again, shout out The Brothers Apothecary. Make sure to click the link below. Go check them out. Guarantee you're going to like them. With that being said, let's go ahead and get on into it. Here is today's guest.
What's up, you guys? It's Yng Bull.
Hello.
How you doing, Jimmy?
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm blessed to be here. Blessed to be here.
Happy to have you.
Yes.
Why don't we go and get on into it? Why don't you tell us a little bit about, where you're from, what you do, give us that like Tinder profile of your involvement with music.
So yeah, I'm a musician / event planner from Chicago. Also North Chicago, a little bit of Waukegan, but most definitely Chicago. And just a musician.
Oh yeah. What brought you out here from Chicago?
Funny story. People ask me this all the time. I tell them zero taxes.
Oh, fair. Fair.
But on a serious note, I just realized that just the Pacific North, I've conquered pretty much like of the East Coast. I've been everywhere over the East Coast, and the Pacific Northwest is like pretty much like the middle ground of like where I need to work on, like building my audience. So I decided to move.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean that and the zero taxes thing actually make a lot of sense. So
this is a big thing.
Yeah, gear is a lot cheaper when you don't have to pay extra money.
Definitely.
But Washington's roads are better.
Hey, no lie.
But what got you into music originally? Like, what was your starting point with that?
So pretty much my starting point with music was like, I'm keep it real with you guys. I was in prison and I was getting in jail, getting a lot of trouble as a kid, and like people were like, hey, why don't you take up music? My mom is a musician, my dad's a musician, so I was like, you know what, why not just try it? And so I started writing when I was in prison, and I liked the songs that I was writing in prison, and I started really practicing, pretty much passed my time away making music, so it helped me out a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At least you found something constructive.
It's constructive, and
Yeah.
Anything, all the other stuff you could have been doing,
True. And I mean, you did have a little bit of time to kill anyway, so.
More than enough time.
Yeah.
With zero taxes.
True.
No,
Good callback. Oh yeah. All right. And then for this next question, these next two are ones that we ask everybody just as kind of like a fun foundationary experience. Mm-hmm. And for this first one, it's one we ask early. It's one we ask often, and it's definitely a crowd favorite. What was the first album you ever bought with your own money?
Don't laugh at me, guys. It was that Black Eyed Peas album, that one, that one, I'ma Be, like that whole album with the green mask, like the green looking and stuff. I was a real Black Eyed Peas fan back in the day.
Okay, hell yeah. Definitely not a bad first album to buy.
Yeah.
And then what was the first live show you ever went to? That was like one you wanted to go to.
Well, believe it or not, it was a Yeet concert.
Okay.
I'll probably never go again because I was in the pit.
Oh, fair.
I was in the pit. I just wanted to listen to the music. I didn't want to be everything else.
That's when you get a seat.
I thought it was like the best seats. I thought they were gonna have seats on the ground. This is Modison. I thought they were gonna have seats.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but
hey, still probably an interesting experience.
It was definitely an interesting experience. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. And then to wrap up just kind of this foundationary part. Mm-hmm. Do you have a defining moment where like, music became more than just like a thing to do and kind of became the thing you wanted to do?
When I started getting noticed more, like people were like, hey, you're actually pretty good. You're actually good. I'm like, for real? Like, every artist has that thing inside them. We're like, am I good enough? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna make the cut. I'm going to make the cut. But then like when I started actually getting recognition and almost got signed back in 2019 to Republic Records, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to start taking this thing a lot more seriously.
Okay, hell yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get on into you in the here and now.
Okay.
We're going to get the super easy one out of the way. Mm-hmm. How'd you pick your name?
So it stands for, I'm a Bulls fan, obviously, from Chicago, diehard Bulls fan.
That track.
The Bulls from the Bulls, the little Bull part, and then Young, YNG. People say Young or Ying or whatever. It's not. It's Young, and it stands for Young and Great. So Young and Great Bull. So that's what YNG stands for.
Oh, the word is in the acronym. Clever. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, man.
And then let's get into the music. Let's talk about your writing process. And we're gonna talk about all of it, but we're gonna break it down into parts. And we're gonna go right to the beginning. So when you get inspired, you're ready to make a track. You're in that space. What are some of the things you do to get a song started?
So I'm really in my mind, I feel like I'm really musically inclined when it comes down. I produce as well, so
okay.
I already have a visual of what type of sound I'm looking for. But then I always wait to write and make music around 5 in the morning, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Those are my peak out. Those are my what do they call it? Pocket hours. Okay. So those are my real pocket hours. Those type of.
Do you stay up late or do you just get up early?
I just stay up. I'm usually a late person. Like my life, I usually am up. I don't go to sleep till around 6 in the morning almost every day.
No, I feel that. If I didn't have to get up at that time for work, I would go to bed around that time as well. I'm definitely more of a night person, so I get it.
Yeah.
The world's a little quieter.
Yeah, it is. I have more time to go outside and throw a beat on in my headphones and just relax. Nobody's, no cars, no bright, no sun. It's just
There's also no obligations at that time. You know what I mean? You're not missing out on something you're supposed to be doing or something you could be doing.
Yeah.
That's the best time where it's you're just not going to feel tethered to the world for a little bit.
I feel like the wee hours of the morning in general, just like the space. If you're not sleeping, it's the time. If you really try it, just stay up just a little bit and just, just see how the world is at 3, 4 in the morning, at 5 in the morning.
Hell yeah. No, I feel that for sure. And then once you finish up a track, so not so much, it doesn't have to be released yet, but once you've finished it, pen on paper, everything is done and you're ready to practice it. How long does it take you to get from that point to being able to perform it comfortably?
So usually it's a little bit harder for me because actually, believe it or not, you guys, I don't write music. I freestyle all my music, everything. So it's a little bit harder for me because I have to remember everything I just said. I have to be able to perform it. So I had to actually go through 3 steps of making music, So first, that's why I always go to the studio. I don't write. I don't waste time. I just go right to the studio and record. And then I work on listen to that recording over and over again, picking out all the kinks that I don't like. And then by the time I listen to it so much, if it's a catchy song, that means I remember it. So once I remember it, I'll be able to remember all the words and write it down. That's how I know if it's a hit or not, if I'm able to write all the words down without, having to be able to.
I like that, actually. That's a pretty cool way of thinking about it. You have to make it a hit for you before it can be a hit for anybody else.
That's right.
I dig that.
I
dig that for sure. Hell yeah. That's a cool approach.
Yeah, man.
And then looking back on, let's say 2023, just because we're so close to it still, how did your writing process change?
Let's say the whole 2023, I probably wrote one song, and that was an 80s challenge. I did an 80s challenge for myself. So I want to make a Phil Collins type of song, a vibe, but an urban version of it. But I still captured the sound of how his vocals were in that song. What was it? I can feel it. Yeah, it's so I want to make a song kind of in that same type of way. So that's the only time I've written. And since then, my freestyling has just progressed because all I do is freestyle. So I might be in the shower freestyle, I might be cooking freestyle, and I might be in the car freestyle, and I might be with some friends freestyling.
Hey, you can freestyle all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. Like the pizza bagels of musical things to do.
For real. Yeah, and it just worked for me. My bars are getting better. This year's music from last year's music definitely like a night and day. And I'm pretty sure some of my fans is probably listening to have seen the night and day 2023, 2024. So,
yeah. Well, actually, I know you just put out an EP not too long ago in 2024, Whole Lot of Motion.
That actually, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was a pretty cool project. I had to fly to Oakland. That was actually a really, really, really intense project because I had to, we recorded 4 music videos, recorded all the music in a span of 2 days.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so you weren't messing around.
I was not messing around.
And did you freestyle for all of that as well?
I did.
Hell yeah.
I did. Luckily, the guy I worked with, RD, man, he's a really good guy. RD 101, shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to D-Lo too as well, and Prince and all my team. Ronan, can't forget about you either. But yeah, there was just an amazing team, amazing effort. We just locked in, got the Airbnbs. How we did it was we got the Airbnbs. We were going to shoot the videos, and we also stayed there as well. Mm-hmm. So we just made sure everything was coordinated. RD did a really good job of having everything set up for me already. Mm-hmm. Already set up for me, and all I had to do was touch down. I already had a studio time already booked. I already had the videographers already booked, already ready to go. So it was just really like fast motion.
Yeah.
So and thanks to D-Lo, he was on time, no problems, no issues. He came right to the shoot. Wasn't bougie, wasn't like acting on like preppy. He was a really good guy.
Hell yeah.
You know, so
that's always good to hear.
Yeah, it's always good doing good business.
Yeah.
You know.
And then before we move on to the next questions, I know we just talked about your EP a little bit, but I was going through your discography a little bit more, and I actually really enjoyed the track Money Stacks off of Rough Draft. Yeah.
You brought up Money Stacks.
Yeah, that track was, I mean, first of all, the beat hits. The beat hits.
Shouts out to North Florida, my producer, man. Really good guy. Solid. Know you guys over there, man. You guys good producers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but North Florida, I'm rocking with him. It's funny how I met him. I met North Florida. So I did a search for him. When I first moved to Portland, I did a search. I was searching for studios. Mm-hmm. I literally lost so much money trying to find the right perfect studio.
Yeah.
And I found the perfect studio in my eyes in Eugene, Oregon. So I go to Eugene a lot to record. And my engineer's name is North Lord. Mm-hmm. He's in school right now in Los Angeles, so I have to fly him out every time to record.
Oh, damn.
A good album, like a really, really good album. Like, you know, so I usually just save it till he's here, or I'll just fly him out, or I'll fly there and record with him out there. So, yeah, he produced that whole song, and that song's an old song. I mean, he pulled that one out like the...
Yeah. No, like I said, I was going through it earlier, and it was the one that really jumped out at me from that album.
Yeah, so Rough Draft was like my saying, like, hey, this is my first time taking music seriously, so all this music right here is gonna be Rough Draft. So it's like, you know, and then from there on it's gonna be professional, like, you know, like more top tier music, you know. So all those tracks were never just Rough Draft tracks. Like I put effort into, but I still, in my eyes, felt like I wasn't one. But it's
you kind of did what T-Pain did with Everything Must Go.
Oh really? Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
because he did that just so he could get his stuff out of the way, just so he could like move on to current stuff. Yeah. But also he was just like, I've just been sitting on these forever. They're not like 100% done, but here they are. Yeah, that's
pretty. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Actually, that makes. I'm gonna listen to the album when I leave too, just to make sure, so I can see.
Oh yeah,
I really appreciate that, man. I haven't nobody's ever told me that before. Money is time, like Rough Draft album. Only stuff I heard about the Rough Draft album is the song Woo. People like Woo a lot. And it was a couple other ones I know, but like, you know, that Money Stacks, that's like, to me, that's one of my favorite songs out of the album too. And that's all like, what?
It definitely, it hit a little bit different. So I wanted to make sure to prop that one.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Jimmy.
But zooming back to the here and now, I want you to look at your current sounds, like the tracks that you're working on at the moment, the stuff you're performing at the moment, characteristically. So like literally like descriptive words only for this one. What do you enjoy about your current sound?
So I've really mastered the art of like changing my voice and like be able to like find, like I'm already pitch corrected myself already. So I found a way to like really like become a character in the song, you know, and like how to like become that character for the song and carry the song in the way it needs to be carried, you know, on features. But on my songs myself, I go off the character of the beat and then I become the character in the beat. So it's like a movie story almost, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I like that. I like that. And then this next one, this is probably the densest question in the interview. But, you know, we've talked a lot about, you know, what, you know, your actions, your reactions, your experiences with music and things like that. But when it's just you and the music one-on-one, what does it give back to you?
It gives me a peace of mind because, like, you guys probably know this. I don't just make hip hop music. I also have I'm just now starting to put out my EDM tracks, my house music. I love making house music. I do that on my spare time when I'm like bored or something. I'm gonna make a house track. And it just like gives me a sense of fulfillment, a sense of purpose, a sense of want, need for just the music scene, and like not just being a celebrity, just like doing music because I really love it, you know. Yeah. And I'll do music for free for the rest of my life. I don't care as long as my music is heard. That's all I want. People to take appreciation and actually like sit down, listen to my lyrics, and like do the math in their head, you know, like just like take time to listen, you know.
No, I feel that for sure. And then this is the last question for this middle portion. And this is, I guess, not the here and now, this is for the future. But what is your goal with music? And I mean, like, let's think descriptive. So not like, you know, like I want to buy my family a house and this and that, but like, where do you see yourself
So I have one solid goal, and it's all my friends know this, all my close friends know this. My main goal, and this is what pushes me so much to do music, keep pushing, because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure I get a Grammy in every album. I mean, every genre of music. I'm gonna try to get a Grammy in every genre of music. Okay. That's what I want to do. I want to try to get a Grammy in every genre of music, not just hip hop.
That's a cool goal.
You know, that's one of my goals that I've been sticking to. I'm gonna keep sticking to it until I get done with it. You know, and I just feel like a good read for you guys. If you guys don't know, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is a good book, very good book. That also keeps my mind on goal, making sure I stay focused. It's not a book you just read. You just read one time. This type of book you read at least once a month.
Oh, okay.
You know, like this gets you back right in tune with your goals and your dreams, and make sure you stay aligned. And manifestation is a big key as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hell yeah. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to some hypothetical questions.
Okay.
And for these, the questions are made up, so the answers are allowed to be as well. So have fun with it. Mm-hmm. But for this first one, pretty straightforward. If you could work with anybody in the world, the only requirement is they have to be alive. Mm-hmm. Who would you work with, and how would you work with them?
So, I will probably work with Diplo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I want to work with Diplo just because I want to really incorporate this hip hop EDM house into like a new era of like music, but it's not just like for club scene. Like, you know, it's like an actual like constructed EDM like beat. And then like near future as well. Like I told myself once I get like big in the music industry and big, I'm gonna like retire. I want to compose an orchestra. That's one of my main goals too.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to compose. So like I want to just end my whole career with composing. You know, I want to at least compose one album.
That'd be rad.
You know, that's my goal.
Have you seen what Metro Boomin's doing with all that right now?
He's really killing it.
Incredible.
Shouts out to Metro, man. He's killing it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Killing it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, and then subsequently, who's a local artist that you're aware of that you haven't gotten to connect with yet, but you would like to?
Let me see. Man, there's a lot of them.
Oh, believe me,
a lot of good artists out there, man.
I know.
So, let me see. I really want to work with Bird Bennett. You know,
okay, hell yeah.
I've met him many a times. I've talked to him many times. But I really want to do some music with him. You know, I want to see what we can create. You know, see how that's going to sound. You know, and see what it's going to look like for us.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. That'd be a cool collab.
Cool collab, right?
Yeah.
Bird, get at me, man.
Everybody add him in the comments. You know what to do.
Yeah,
all right, and then for this next one, like I said before, sky's the limits, and that's pretty literal here. Mm-hmm. But if you could perform anywhere in the world, and you wouldn't have to worry about crowd access or building stability or power, guaranteed best lineup, guaranteed best show, and it doesn't have to be a venue. However, we're adding on one more thing.
What is it?
It can't be the Sphere in Las Vegas.
That's easy already.
Yeah.
I actually want to do a show on a Cayman Islands, like on a private island.
Oh, okay.
Island show, you know.
The whole island is the show. Yeah.
Ships all around the island, you know, like everybody's coming there for that show. Like,
I would say even like chunk off the island into like 5 or 6 parts, make it different music, and then have like boats that will take you to whichever part you want.
Man, that would be cool.
Yo.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yo, that's a cool idea.
I'm going to patent that.
Y'all heard it here first.
I'm going to patent it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Island party. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong on the island? You know, everybody's having fun. It's tropical vibes, you know.
Hell yeah. All right. And then to wrap up the hypothetical questions, if you could get one more album from anybody, they could be alive, they could be dead, they could have put out an album yesterday, they could have not put out an album in 100 years. Who would you want an album from? And when would you have wanted it to come out?
I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, man. Like, I really like that old Drake, that old Drake, like the ones back from like 2005, 2006 Drake, 2007, 8, like the old Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like the way, the more smoother beats. And like I really admire his producer 40. I really admire him because he's super creative. You know, so I'll probably say I want to work with 40 more than I want to work with Drake. Honestly.
Oh, no, sorry. The question was if you could get one more.
One more album. Okay. We need another Michael Jackson album. We need another Michael Jackson album, honestly. We need another one.
Yeah.
We need one more Michael Jackson album.
I mean, somebody else said that, and they brought up a good point. Michael Jackson post-COVID, like, that's the music we could have used. You know what I mean? Like, that and another Prince album.
Yeah, that definitely too. Like, you know, at least an album for like the new generations to like remember, like I Remember Me album, like to make sure you remember, like, you know, to carry on his legacy, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be really cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start wrapping this up. Why don't you tell us what we can look forward to in the future, say the first half of like 2024?
Okay, yeah. So we got like a lot of big things going on. Supposedly I'm supposed to be working with South by Southwest. Might be doing a show there.
Hell yeah.
I have a big album coming out with D-Lo. Just have to finish recording it. But so far, you guys have heard on my Instagram some of the snippets, little sneak peeks and stuff. But you know, I'm gonna be dropping a lot more EDM music in the near future as well. And this summer, spring, summer. We'll get past this winter with me, guys. We're gonna make it to the spring and summer. You know, we're gonna have so much fun, guys. Rock with me.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, man.
For this next one, go ahead and look straight at the camera and tell everybody how they can find you.
So you can find me on all platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, pretty much YouTube. Yng Bull. All you do is YNGBULL. That's me. And I also have links on my Instagram as well, which is y.n.g. Well, I think Jimmy's gonna put it.
Yeah,
Instagram in there. We'll get it from Jimmy, guys. No, I'm glad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll all be on the screen.
Yeah, all platforms. Yeah.
And then any other plugs, any other shout outs, anybody else you want to put on while you're on here?
I'm free my guy Gio one, man. Gio is a good guy, man. We're free you, man. And then also, like I said, RD, Prince, all my guys, man, all my whole team, North Lord, man. You really made this thing possible for me in this career. I just want to thank all my fans, thank everybody who's rocking with me. You know, I've got a lot of love in Portland. You know, I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
And in Vancouver and Washington, I've got a lot of love here too. So I appreciate you guys as well.
Oh yeah. All right, now we've got one last question to go.
Okay.
Before we do, I'm gonna steal the camera for just a second. As always, y'all, please make sure to like, subscribe, push all the buttons, do all the things. You know, I don't know where they are, but you do, and I trust you. And one more shout out to the Brothers Apothecary. Make sure to click the link below and go check them out. Guarantee you're going to like it. But with that being said, the final question. And this is entirely up to your interpretation.
Okay.
But what is an album you feel is more on the obscure side? So it's not one a lot of people have heard, but it's one you think everybody should hear.
Just in general, everybody in the whole.
Yeah.
To be honest, Jimmy, man, I don't even listen to a lot of albums. Like, cause I listen to like sounds more than I listen to like the actual lyrics and music. So I like to listen to special things people add that they think people won't hear. So I'm that guy that listens for that type of stuff, you know, like little extra like I go off of motion music, you know. So like if the sound they use is emotion, like if it brings up an emotion or if it like affects me in a certain way, or like I feel that, I can actually feel that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, okay. So I really haven't been like, I've been so dived into this work, man, into making the music. I haven't really been listening to any other music because I'm trying to not drown my sound out with other people's sounds that I've all heard. I stick to old school oldies. I stick to all the old schools, all the, you know.
This can actually, like I said, this can be a deep cut. Like I said, think obscure albums, one that's been around for a long time or that you just love that a lot of people haven't heard.
Check out that 24-hour night shift.
Okay.
24-hour night shift. You know, the artist's name is 24 Hours Night Shift. Couple cuts on there. A lot of good cuts on there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, definitely. All right, we're going to go ahead and get up on out of here, dude. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. This has been another exciting episode of Jimmy's JamBox. I'm Jimmy.
It's Yng Bull.
And we're signing off. Later, y'all.
That's a wrap. This is not a podcast. This is a show. Keep jamming.